Good afternoon, this is Ryan Lewis with your 90.3 WESS News Brief for Thursday, November 7th. The time now is 2 o'clock. According to the Pocono Record, authorities are offering a reward for any information following the arrest of a man who robbed a family by gunpoint on Winona Falls Road in Middle Smithfield Township on Friday afternoon. Victim William Makish said that he and his family were driving on the Winona Falls Road as I saw a man standing on the side of the road waving down cars as if he needed some kind of help. As Makish parked his vehicle next to the man, thinking that he needed help, the man waving down cars walked up to Makish and pulled out a black pistol and demanded the family hand over all of their valuables. Property stolen include $450 in cash and oxycodone medication. The man is described as being in his late 20s, 6 feet 1 inches tall, and 180 pounds with short, dirty blonde hair. Any information is to be reported to officials immediately. According to the Philadelphia Inquirer, veteran Philadelphia Police Lieutenant Marcus Newsom was arrested yesterday on allegations of physical assault of his girlfriend while off duty on October 27th. First claims were reported by the Daily News last week after Newsom was put on restricted duty while the investigation was furthered. 35-year-old Newsom is being charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, and possessing an instrument of crime, among other charges, as reported by the police department that he is part of. Police Commissioner Charles Ramsey suspended Newsom for 30 days with the intent of dismissal. Newsom's attorney, Anthony Valci Jr., said, "We look forward to meeting with the district attorney's office to discuss an amicable resolution to this matter." Newsom had been working at the 35th District in Olney. According to the New York Times, after Governor Chris Christie, Republican, was re-elected into office Tuesday, employers in New Jersey start to prepare for the $1 increase in the state's minimum wage next year within their business. The topic has been talked about for months, and polls have signaled that voters would approve an amendment to the state constitution that would increase the minimum wage from $7.25 to $8.25 starting on January 1st of 2014. This amendment also makes it possible for the minimum wage to increase on a yearly basis depending on the fluctuating inflation that occurs over the 12-month span of upcoming years. An employer in New Jersey, Joseph Olivo, already took measures to prepare for the expenditures of next year before the results of the vote came out on Tuesday. Olivo, along with other business leaders and Governor Christie, fear that the new amendment could harm our state economies and could cause a loss of jobs. The proposal was brought upon by Democrats after Chris Christie, who blocked a similar increase in minimum wage that was a bit higher than $1. Academic studies are showing that the rise in minimum wage has little to no effect on the economy or employment because it puts money into the hands of younger workers who are more likely to spend their money. Olivo is worried that his marketing service business in Moorestown would be knocked out completely by business in other states that have increased their minimum wage. Although the good news for teenagers looking for summer jobs before going back to school in the fall, the New Jersey Business and Industry Association estimated that over 10 years, 31,000 jobs would be gone, which could be costly for those who are actually trying to make a living. According to CNN.com, there was a scandal in Paraguay that erupted after hundreds of teachers were reportedly dancing with strippers during an official retreat. The country's top education official said that she is investigating this incident when she saw a cell phone video that clearly shows the teachers dancing with strippers that had been leaked to the Paraguayan media. Teachers involved had permission to miss class and participate in team-building activities located outside of the country's capital at a retreat. The cell phone video shows male strippers dancing with female teachers, while the other teachers just watched and cheered as the music was blasting in the background. About 800 teachers attended the event, but the Education Ministry is investigating only 79 teachers that were involved in the event. According to ESPN.com, the drama surrounding the Miami Dolphins continues. Bullying allegations against Richie Incognito and Jonathan Martin are starting to create a bigger buzz day after day. Incognito could be getting more than just a slap on the wrist by the team's misconduct policies, as Martin is attempting to file a lawsuit. A Florida law, evidencing prejudice while committing offense, gives Jonathan Martin headway to file a lawsuit against Incognito, which could do more than just suspend the offensive lineman for the 4 games he is serving. Tonight, Robert Griffin III looks to continue his big play from last week in the Redskins' trip to Minnesota to take on the league's top running back and Adrian Peterson and the Vikings. The Vikings are struggling this season, despite their stellar performance last week, after a week of Adrian Peterson while only having a 1-7 record. The Redskins look to stay alive in the NFC East, while the Vikings are just looking for answers and acquire their second win of the season. According to the Los Angeles Times, this year's annual comedy festival at USC's School of Cinematic Arts will feature comedians Conan O'Brien, Betty White, and Lisa Kudrow. The second annual festival is part of the film school's interdisciplinary program that trains students in the creation of comedic entertainment in film, TV, and interactive media. O'Brien, White, and Kudrow are expected to speak at the event about their careers in comedy and provide some sort of influence of the students at USC looking to expand their career after graduating. On Saturday afternoon, James Burrows, who is a director on many TV shows, including Friends, Frasier, and Big Bang Theory, will be honored with the Jackie Oakey and Victoria Horn Oakey Masters Award for Comedy. In ESU news, the ESU men's and women's basketball team have home openers next week in the Kohler Fieldhouse. On Tuesday, November 12th, the men's basketball team opens up at home against Penn State University Lehigh Valley at 7 p.m. at Kohler Fieldhouse. The women's team opens up next Saturday, November 16th at 6 o'clock p.m. at the Kohler Fieldhouse against Holy Family. Tomorrow night in the Dansbury Commons during late night hours, there will be an open mic night where the students can go and show off their talents by singing or playing an instrument or even reading a poem of their choosing. On Saturday night at 10 o'clock p.m., there will be a blackout in Linden for students to attend. Local weather brought to you by Weather Channel. Today's high of 65 with a low of 54. And local traffic is brought to you by Google Maps. The traffic is moving fast on 80 east and westbound with slow patches on 611. This has been Ryan Lewis with your 90.3 WESS News Brief, and now back to the BBC.